All right, guys, we need to talk about Apple price targets for the next few days ahead. I'm telling you, Apple's looking like it's setting up for pretty good price movement here. Now, we're talking in either direction here, so be ready and be on the outlook here. In this video, we're going to talk about Apple price targets and look at the overall broader market to make sure you guys are prepared for the next move. Guys, do me a quick favor, smash that like, hit that subscribe. Let's turn into the screen behind me here and get right into it. So the current market outlook we've been experiencing, guys, I'm expecting some pretty crazy movements. Like I said, this is going to affect Apple as well. The main reason is if we dive into the S&P 500 companies, the ones that have the most weight here, you can see the rank. Apple sits at number one, sitting at 6.51%. So this is the weight that it accounts for all 500 companies in the S&P 500. So Apple has a lot of weight here. And then to bounce off that activity, if we look at the most active US stocks today, as of making of this video, number 4 sits at Apple, guys. One of the most heavily active stocks as of today. Now, Apple's generally always highly traded. So again, I'm expecting some pretty nice price movement here. It's very liquid and it helps when you're trading, right? And the fact that it's so active really helps with your stock trading. You see this with penny stocks, right? If they move crazy, it helps you out when you're trading, helps you get in and out. So let's jump right into the point here. I'm going to dive into the charts here next. We're going to talk about Apple price targets, baby. Let's dive into it, man. Apple is, again, looking pretty good here. The main thing that I've been noticing on Apple here on the daily chart is that you can see we're sitting in a little bit of a symmetrical triangle, perhaps, or a little bit of this pennant formation here. So I expect Apple to eventually get to a potential squeeze point here. Now, if we don't hold that squeeze point there, the next thing I want to watch is for some drawdown or a break below this current support. Now, originally I did actually have this line drawn in here. So are we perhaps actually breaking below that line right now? The main reason I don't think we are yet is because of this reason here. So let's jump over to the S&P 500 quick. So when I look at the S&P 500, I'm expecting a few things here. So first of all, we have this trend line that we've been holding the entire year here. And you can see price went up there once, went up there twice, and is up there for the third time again. Now, it does look like we are expecting a little bit of rejection here. So if I dial into the price a little bit closer, you can see we are just holding this level by a nail, 3912.50, right? $3,912.50. Keep that number locked in. If we break below this here, that is a big shift in structure, and I expect us to start trading somewhere below here. So we need to keep this level in mind, guys. This is super critical. So now we have a good grasp on the S&P 500. We can dive back into the Apple chart here and take a closer look. So if we've been holding this line here on Apple, nonetheless, guys, it's just going to give us a nice, proactive symptom as to whether or not we are starting to sell off. But these are the key price levels I'm watching. So keep these in mind. So first of all, on Apple, we're testing that current support here at about $140.40. So keep this level in mind here. Now, if Apple does start to go up, okay, I know a lot of you guys like to trade up, right? Buy low, sell high, right? If we're going long on Apple is what they call it. The next level we're watching above is about that $151 level, okay? It says $150.90, but you want to round up. Nice whole clean number makes it easy for you. Now, there are some key levels in room here, and we're going to denote those as our price targets. Here's what I'm expecting for price targets on Apple, baby. Let's run it. I ain't done. Here we go on the daily, guys. One thing I want to note right off the bat here, we do have a little bit of a volume imbalance here on Apple. So we're currently floating in that range. I'm going to bring that just below here. First price target that I have for Apple is going to simply be below the low of day here. And we're going to target this prior wick just to keep things simple, because we will test that if we sell off $139.50. That is a first price target for Apple. The level just below that here to satisfy this volume imbalance or gap, $138.50. Now, guys, these are the levels I'm expecting if we sell off. They're very interesting levels. Liquidity needs to get rebalanced, so it's likely price will respect that. And if you want to learn a little bit more about what I'm talking about in detail, you need to click that link down below, guys. It's a free link to my private Discord, limited seats. I'll see you in there. Done plugging. Now, if we do start going above here, we're going to dial into actually the lower time frames here. The next level that I'm expecting, if we do start pushing above here, is $145.36. We do have another volume imbalance up here. You can see previously we did break structure right here, so that is a significant move, leaving some shares behind there. This is a nice level we can look to target, and then it's going to be also that prior high for the next price target of $147.61. Let's round all this back together here, okay? So if Apple breaks $140.40, these are the two targets we're looking for, okay? The first target's $139.50. That's what I'm expecting. We're also expecting the next price target of $138.50. Those are your first two price targets. If we want to go short, grab Apple puts, trade options. Again, you want to learn how to trade options, links down below. If we start pushing up here, first of all, we need to clear this level here, this short-term interim level here. That's going to put us at about $143.38. So if we're going up, we need to break that level first, and then here's your two very likely price targets to follow thereafter. It's going to be $145.36, and then that next price target I'm expecting is going to be $147.61. Now, these price targets and ranges are very likely, but that's going to depend on the S&P 500. The first chart that we looked at earlier in the video, go back and watch it. It's really going to depend on that. So when you're looking to chart Apple or play this, make sure you have ES1 up, or S&P 500 or SPY. Have that up on your one chart, and then have Apple up on your other chart, and keep these key levels in mind, and you should find some success. Guys, go ahead and leave me a subscribe, leave me a like as well, baby, and I'll catch you in the next video.